Hey folks, JD here, and before we look at this, apologies for Monday. Now, you know, I like to get all my videos done and I like to get all my videos scheduled beforehand, just in case anything happens, and Monday is pretty much exactly the opposite. Unfortunately, I didn't get the video scheduled as things have been hectic, and as a consequence, by the time I looked round to actually put the video out, it was unfortunately, I just wasn't going to make the deadline. So apologies folks for doing that. I'll try and limit the amount of times that happens, but obviously because I like to get my videos out, at least you know when that does happen, it is genuine, and hopefully going forward that won't happen again. Anyway, so getting that out of the way with, we've got this little guy. Now, we've been looking at a lot of big copters recently, and a lot of battling copters and a lot of foldable copters, and we've been neglecting the nanos. Okay, I'm not much of a nano fan, but some of you may be, so here we go. And this is the Lidi L7. So let's just open her up, and what do we got? We've got a user manual. We've got a little standard nano controller, and to be honest with you, the controller is quite nano as well. And we've also got a quadcopter as well. So these have got, I don't know how well you can see, but on these arms as well, actually, it's got some ties. There we go. So I'm just going to cut these ties away to release that quad, and then we can have a little look at the quad, go through the transmitter, and have a little look at some of the accessories that come with it as well. So bear with me for a second. Okay, so there we go, here's the quadcopter. So, let's have a quick little look at it. Quite nice. Nice little design. Has got what looks like an SD card slot in the side. Charger and on and off button, this time in the side. Normally it's in the back, but this it isn't, this is in the side. The battery is totally dead. There's absolutely no charge whatsoever in that. Normally there's just a little bit so you can see the LEDs. Unfortunately there's nothing in this. And of course on the front you've got a little camera there. And it is a tiny little camera. But that's quite nice because normally this is quite flush. Don't know how well you can see that. This is really quite flush to the body. Normally there's a little bit, the lens juts out quite a bit, but not on this. This is really flush. That's really quite nice. So here we are, we have the battery in the bottom which is totally encased. It can get taken off, you can remove it though. There are 4 little screws here, and when I finish getting off this little tie there should be another screw under there. So there's 1 screw on every corner. That then just enables you to take the back off to get to the battery should you want to replace it, if you're going to fly this a lot. Now these are mostly suited for indoor. I am going to be flying mine outdoor. In the past that's taken me quite a while to film because these are really quite difficult to see, and as this is a really small copter, if I just put it next to my hand there, you can see it just fits in the palm quite nicely. So this may take a couple of times to actually film, but all in all I'm actually really quite looking forward to this. The landing sprigs look really quite strange. They are made up as 2 separate pieces of plastic. Normally it's just an encased mould of the propeller arm, so it all just looks like it is just 1 unit with a couple of little air holes in there for the motors. Not these. These are just totally open. The air holes are still there, as you can see underneath here, 1 there and 1 here, but it's just open. I have to be careful of that to ensure that these don't snap when I'm landing her. Okay, so there we are, that's the quadcopter. This copter is FPV, as I'm sure you can see, but there's no FPV mounting for the transmitter, so you might just have to record it onto an SD card and then just pop the SD card then into your computer to take your video and your films out. So there we have it. Let's put the quadcopter to one side. So the transmitter is pretty standard. No altitude hold with this quadcopter, otherwise we'd be seeing this transmitter analog stick be staying in the centre. You've got a couple of your standard buttons, trim buttons up and down, left and right as well. No shoulder buttons, so I'm a little bit confused as to how you start recording with this, or whether or not it automatically records from turning on the quadcopter. So batteries go in the back. Standard battery bay door, two AAA batteries on this little guy. No USB charging whatsoever on this transmitter, so the batteries you put in are going to have to be shop bought or pre-charged. And there we have it. That is pretty much the transmitter. A little on and off button at the bottom here as well. Really quite basic, really quite simple. Okay, so that's the transmitter. Obviously you get a little user manual, and by the look of it, you can control it from your smart device, so there's every possibility that is how you're going to be recording the FPV. So you get a little user manual as well, and of course, to go around the quadcopter, just in case you want to use them, you get some propeller guards as well. That's quite nice. Also, a little accessory pack. So inside the accessory pack, as you can see, we have 4 propellers spares. Two white ones for the front, 2 red ones for the back. And we have a USB charging cable. That's everything that you get inside the accessory pack. So if I just bring all these out for the second so we can see everything that we get. Let's move the box to one side. So there we have it, folks. Inside the box, this is what we get. User manual, quadcopter, transmitter, propeller guards, as well as a little accessory pack with USB charger and 4 propellers, a spare set. Alright, so we're going to be taking this out on Saturday. We're going to be flying her, so please join me then. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening, folks. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.